Good morning. Good morning. Today is Saturday, September 21, 2019, and the time is about 6:34 a.m. Boy, I'm tired right now. I was just dreaming, and I had my tablet on. I had something playing, a video playing, and I was dreaming also. And then the dream slid into awakening and then the vision. And I want to get this down. And this is what I saw. The first thing I saw, it looked like it was a large boulder. It could have been, about 6 feet. It was dome-like shape, kind of rough cut, but dome-like. Slightly flattened in the front, where I was looking at, slightly flattened. Very rustic looking, a slightly dark grayish, greenish color. Slightly tapered at the top, slightly pointed at the top. Wide on the, wide everywhere else. And down below, surrounding it, were smaller, large rocks that were embedded in the ground a little bit. I remember one of the rocks were kind of pale, a very, very pale color. Not white, but like maybe slightly yellowed. Some of them stood like, let's say, 6 inches high by maybe 8 inches. And it was a whole bunch of them surrounding the bigger boulder, the tapered, slightly oval-shaped, dome-shaped rock that I was just mentioning. This was outdoors. And then the next thing I saw, it was on the ground. It was a plaque, a metal plaque, and you could tell that there was that short grass, that matted grass around it. It had a series. The plaque was a big one, like a yard, like a yardstick, that size in width. A rectangular shape, maybe, let's see. So let's say about 36 inches wide, and then maybe 2 feet in height, something like that. So metal, dark metal. Could have been, like the color of manhole covers. That color. And it had a design pattern on it. Had a series of circles running horizontal. It was in rows, all evenly done. The circles could have been maybe 1.5 inch diameter. It looked like it was cast. I'm not sure whether something was written inside the circles, but I know I saw a series of circles, and they're touching each other. But evenly stacked, touching each other in rows, even rows and columns, all touching each other. I couldn't tell the details inside the circles, though. And it was very faint, but you could see it. And the grass, the matted short grass around it. Like, it's outside in a field somewhere outside. And then, also on the ground, I think it was grass too. It was a card, like a business card. It's white paper, like it was just placed on the ground. And a name. It was a name. It could have other writing too on the card, but there was a name in the center, in print. It could have been 3 names. And I'm not good with reading, like if I'm having a real dream, and let's say I see print, it's hard for me to read. I have a problem of reading without sub-vocalization. One of the names could have read Alexander. First name, there was a long name. And I said, maybe that name says Alexander. And I think it was a middle and a last name. I feel that the name was I think it was a man's name. Yeah. My impression that it was a European name. And it's very faint. It's like I saw it for a split second. The clarity, I did see it, and then boom, like it fades out. I don't know why that happens with these visions. It's like it only shows you enough, and then boom, it gets foggy again. You can't see. So that's what was happening. And I may have seen some water again, a body of water. And that's what I saw. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I was very, very tired. So at least with this vision, my body is very, very tired. Again, I was dreaming and then awakening and hearing my video playing in the background. And then seeing the vision, I said, am I really asleep or awake? And I could move and everything. I could, so I'm awake, but really groggy. That's why I sound the way that I do right now. Very interesting. Again, I don't know what these things are, why I'm seeing these things, what is the significance? Are these things places that I've been in my past? Is it a past life? Is it a parallel life? Is this like you've heard about what I mentioned, the 20 years and back phenomenon? What is this? I believe these are real places. It's like what's happening is that these are clues. Clues, like today, there was a business card or something. There was a name. Too bad I couldn't see the name long enough and sub-vocalize and read the whole name, but there was 3 names written on the card, all across the card. I forget, it was in print. It was thick enough. It was bold print. I forget the color, whether it was like a reddish color or black, but it was It was a large font. The font size, oh, what was that? It was a block style, like, yeah, I think it was block letters. Yeah. Stood about, oh, not an inch. Oh, how big would it be? Um, a quarter of an inch. It could have stood. And it took the whole length of the card. The name. It was a long name, but I think it might have said Alexander. Boy, I wish I could see that card again. Yeah, it was slightly weathered. It had a slight curl to it, the paper, like when paper gets moist, it might get bent out of shape. It had a slight curl. I think it was standing up, yeah. It wasn't on its back, the card. It was standing up and slightly curved. And it was like a clarity, like in the center. It got clear, so I could read it, and then boom, like it disappeared on the ground. It could have been like grass. Like it was just there. Well, it couldn't have been there too long. But I saw this. These are all clues. These are all clues to something. And I hope to find out what these clues all represent. Yeah, it seemed, my impression, okay, it was daytime. It seemed like in a Western society. It just very modern. The feel I got, it was something modern. It could have been in the U.S. or somewhere, some type of industrialized place, because the plaque and everything, something you'll find in this type of society. And then, of course, the white business card with the name on it. Boy, I really like to know what this all is. Yeah, so that's my vision that I had today. So you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.